Hi, hello everybody, I'm Justin, this is Koopa. Welcome to Koopa's Corner. And we're back with a Pokemon TCG Pocket video. We've got the new set, Paradox Drive, that just came out. We're going to be opening up a bunch of packs, see what we can get. I apologize I didn't get a deck video out for the last set. I had one, was trying to screen record it, but my phone was acting up. I got it fixed for this. So I'll definitely make a deck for this set. I might even release the deck I made for the last set, because I did have one. I was trying to make one. It was a Flygon EX deck. It was a lot of fun. But for now, let's just open some packs, see what we got. So we got a couple of singles ready to go first, and then we'll jump in and do a couple of tenors to close us off here. So our very first pack, Paradox Drive, we got the Sparkles. We got Gold Duck, Psychic does 20 more for each energy attached to your opponent. Okay, it's only one energy though, so that's not bad. Bisharp with Dark Cutter for 50 for 1. Scream Tail, flip a coin, 2 coins. If both are heads, you discard your opponent's active. That could be a lot of fun. And Juliana, pull a stage 2 from your deck into your hand, good card. And then the full art, 1-star Hawlucha, alright. That's fun, jumping off the cliff. I think that Scream Tail has a lot of potential to be, maybe not a good card, but a fun card, right? It's only like a 25% chance, but if you throw a will in there, it's a 50-50. That's not bad. Right, we can make a deck around that. I mean, with only 2 wills, you'd only get to do 2 50-50s in a row. I mean, you'd have to be 25% after that, but there's a lot of potential to make that work into a, not a good deck, but probably a really fun deck. Alright. We've got Glimmet. Ooh, with Pikachu in the background. That's fun art. Flittle. Okay. Rufflet. Sableye with 1 energy, Jeweled Gift. Take a random energy from basically any type and attach it to your bench Pokemon. Okay. King Gambit, Overlord's Blade, 60 plus, 40 for each of your Pokemon that have been knocked out. So like a closer, does better as you go along. I don't see a ton of use for it, but could be fun to try. Alright. 74 cards in this set. That's a bit less than the last one. We've got one more single here, I think. Girafarig, Pawniard, Buzio, another Juliana, Iron Jugulus. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and takes damage, it does 20 back. Okay, so it's like a new version of Dredagon, only takes 1 kind of energy, so it's a little bit better, but it takes 3s. Just 70 back. I could see a reality where that slides into some decks. It's maybe not the thing I'm most excited about, but I can see a reality where it works. Right, that Scream Tail, I'm excited for that. I think that'll be fun. We're jumping into a 10 here. Brute Bonnet. Flip a coin. If Tails does nothing, okay, not great. Kerfant, Sableye, Knacklestack, Umbreon, new Umbreon. 2 for 50 plus Confusion. Weavile, new Weavile. Does 20 more if you've evolved at that turn. Knackley. Palma, we got a new Palmisa, another Scream Tail. Iron Crown, Enumerating Blade, 10 plus. It does 20 more for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. Iron Thorns with Binary Thunder, 40 plus. I can't quite read it. If they're EX, it does 40 more. Okay, great. Iron Boulder, Modular Axe, 4 for 80. If it's the tool, it does 40 more. Okay. New Espeon, 1 for 40 plus Sleep. Oh, that's going to be around. That, Igglybuff, Darkrai, that's going to be just part of that whole Sleep deck. I could see a whole deck around that. Ooh, full art, 1-star, Raging Bolt, 5 with dual energy. Discard all of your energy and knock out the opponent's active. That's going to be also a fun card. Maybe not the best card, but a fun card. Fluttermane. Almost said Mischievous. Fluttermane EX. It's 70 for 2. But if it's the first time it attacks, it does a little bit more. Okay. Full art, 1 star, Flittle. A new Vaporeon as well. Do we have all new Eevees? Like all of the Eevees? Because that'd be cool. We've had 3 new Eevees so far. Ooh, a Spathra, Lumina Crash. 50 during your next turn. The defending Pokemon takes 50 from attacks. Not from this attack, from attacks. Oh, so you could, like, retreat it into, like, a Mewtwo EX or something like that and do 200? With Slitherwing as well. I think that a Spathra is low-key going to be really, really good. Like, low-key going to be maybe the best card in this set. Iron Valiant. Attacks used by your future Pokemon cost 1 less colorless. And this is basic. This doesn't need to evolve from Ralts. That's the thing with the Paradox. Okay. Okay. Another Slithering. Okay, the Iron Valiant's going to be really good too. Oh yeah, that Iron Valiant's going to be so good. That's probably why Iron Boulder needs 4, right? Does it stack if you have 2 Iron Valiants? Do they stack on top of each other? Or is it just -1, regardless? Koraidon EX. Legendary Drive. If you put it in, you can move it to the active, take all the energy. It needs 3 energy to do 110, but you also discard from your own deck. I feel like that's going to be popular. I don't know if it's going to be the best thing, but I feel like it's going to be popular. Because for 3, you could use Mega Luca for more. Great Tusk, one of my favorite Paradox Pokemon. 80 plus 20 to your own bench. Okay. I like Great Tusk a lot, but I don't know if I like that card as much. Alright, Snom, Floatzel. Another Koraidon. We have 2, we can make a deck. We'll try it out probably, even if it's not the best thing. Sandy Shocks, pull and pound. 3, and you can pull in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and do 50 to it. Do you get to choose, or is it like a Sabrina where they get to choose? Because if you get to choose, this is going to be stupid broken. If they get to choose, it's still going to be very good, but maybe not quite as stupid broken. Sandy Shocks looks fun. Some of these actually look pretty fun. There's a pretty high energy requirement for a lot of these, though. Ooh, shiny Tadbulb. That's going to be a fun one because Bellybolt EX is such a good card. Caparaja, 4, 2 steel, 2 colorless, 100 plus, flip 2 coins. Or 100 times, I'm sorry, flip 2 coins. Alright, new Flamigo. Pawniard, another Fluttermane EX. We got our 2 for there. Roaring Moon. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to the bench, you can switch your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, so it's a Sabrina. When you play it down, you get to Sabrina. It's pretty good. Rookidee, Caparaja, Snom. Another Flittle. Another full art Flittle. Masquerain, Air Slash for 70 for 2. Another Espeon. Ooh, Walking Wake. 2 Energy, Fire, Water for 60. Plus 20 to each of your opponent's bench. Okay. There's some potential there. 2 energy, dual type. Going to be maybe a little difficult to get online. To do 60 only. But you are attacking the bench, which is pretty fun. But I compare that to something like, Malamar, which attacks the bench for 1 dark. You know what I mean? Ooh, Iron Moth. Thermal Gust, flip 2 coins. This attack... Or flip 3 coins, I'm sorry. If you get 1 heads, it does a little bit more. If it gets 2 heads, it does a little bit more. If it gets 3 heads, it does up to 120 more. Okay. That with Victini, that could be a fun deck. That could be a fun deck. Another Fluttermane, by the way. Another Hawlucha full art. Okay, but yeah, the Another Halucha full art. Okay, yeah. Another Koraidon EX. Alright, here we go. That's 3. We got 3 Fluttermane, 3 Koraidon. Brute Bonnet. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Plus 40 HP to your Ancients. Plus 40 HP to your Ancients. Okay. Iron Moth. Another one. We could do a deck there. That one feels fun. New Altaria for Fly for 1. It does 50 on a 50-50. Okay. People might slot that into their Mega Altaria decks just as a, like, or a Choreo counter or something like that. New Iron Treads, Roll and Relax. Flip a coin so you get tails. It does some more damage for each heads. Okay. New Iron Crown as well. Okay. There's some stuff here. To Dunsparce, Sudden Drilling for 60. If it evolves during this turn, discard 2 random energy from your opponent's active. Okay. Okay, that could be low-key fun as well. Maybe not the best, but low-key fun. Pair that with a Beedrill. It's colorless, right? Pair that with a Beedrill and some Team Rocket Grunts. Maybe a Goomy that requires a little extra energy. There's something there. There's something there. I don't know how to make it work yet, but there's something there. Ooh, okay. Espathra. I love Espathra. I actually used Espathra a lot in Scarlet Violet. Iron Leaves. Avenging Edge. 50 plus. If you're KO'd, it does more damage. Okay. Takes 3, but with Iron Valiant, it will take less. Future Booster Energy. 20 plus to all your future attacks. Okay. The 2 booster energies feel pretty good. Ooh, another full art Raging Bolt. I mean, naturally you want to think Dragonite, right? Because the water electric energy combo is very Dragonite. Professor Sada, attach 3 different types of energy from your discard pile to your ancient Pokemon in any way that you like. So if you only have 1 type or 2 types, are you only allowed to attach 1 energy? Or can you just take 3 energy from your discard pile? Because that's going to make a huge difference, whether or not that's good or not. It's because now, especially, you pair it with Dragonite, Dragonite goes down, you play Professor Sada, you bring in Raging Bolt to finish. There's something there. If it's 3 full energy, if it's 3 types, then, you know, at most you're pulling 2. You're pulling 1 water, 1 electric. Garnicle. Blessed Salt. 10 during each checkup. Okay. Ooh, Immersive. Terrapago CX Immersive. It's like our first really good pull of the set. That was the other form of Terrapagos in the crystal. Oh, and then the final form, the up in the air, I forgot what they were called, but it's like the Eternal Terraform or something like that. Whatever the new Terra type was. So all 3 forms of Terrapagos represented in the card. That's pretty cool. That was a beautifully done art for that. Beautifully done art for that. Alright, Flamigo, Ancient Energy Booster, Professor Turo. Shuffle 1 of your future Pokemon in play back into your deck. Ooh, and then the shiny Orthworm. His stupid little face there. Okay. We had enough hourglasses here to do a couple more 10s, but not a lot more. We'll do this. Let's see. Snom, Corvisquire, Sableye, Flamigo, Espathra, Ancient Booster Energy, Capsule, Girafarig, Iron Treads, Frostmoth, Espeon, Screamtail, Juliana, Screamtail, Flittle, Great Tusk, Screamtail, Gouging Fire, takes 3 energy, fire and electric, 100, discard 2 from this Pokemon, take minus 30 from attack. You only have 110 HP. And fire, electric, not the best combo. I mean, you could pair that with a Ho-Oh. Okay, I don't know if that's the best either, but there's a reality where it could be used. Another Iron Crown there. Okay, Brute Bonnet. Ooh, Miraidon EX. I saw this one in the trailer. This one looks great. It's got the same ability as Koraidon, where you put it into play, it moves to the active, it takes all the energy. This one does 20 plus 20 more for each electric, so immediately you think Zeraora, Magnezone. That's probably going to be the first deck I make, to be honest. That might even be the one that I make a video for. I mean, immediately I think Zeraora, Magnezone, right? You have the Magnezones there in case you don't pull your Miraidon. Otherwise, you could probably just stop at Magneton. But you want to get that Zera, both of those Zeras in first. If you use the tool, what's the tool? Electrical cord, right? So you can attack with it. Terapagos EX. You attack with that Zera. When Zera goes down, the two energies come back down. And then Miraidon comes in at the end, takes all those energy, 6, 7, 8 energy. I feel like that card could be fun. I feel like it's not going to be quite as good as people make it out to be, though. Because you're going to need 5, 6, 7 energy to really compete with a lot of these cards that are doing it for 2 or 3. Iron Bundle EX, Cold Start. It's the first time you attack with this Pokemon. Do a little extra damage. Okay. Brute Bonnet, Professor Sada. Ooh. Full Art Juliana. There we go. There we go. Oh, and our second Miraidon. We can definitely do a deck. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Spathra there. Ooh, and then the shiny Relor. Not a card I've ever used, but cool to have a shiny. That's it. I think that's all the hourglasses we got for now, guys. We had a couple of okay pulls. We got the Immersive, and we got the Full Art Juliana there. We got, I think, almost all of our EXs. I think Iron Bundle. That's Delibird, right? Delibird Iron Bundle is, I think it's the only one we didn't get 2 of. We got 2 Terapagos, we got 2 Miraidon, we got like 4 or 5 Koraidon, 4 or 5 Fluttermane, so we're in a good spot. There's some potential here for some fun stuff. I'm excited for a Spathra, I'm excited for Screamtail. If you do a Spathra into Screamtail, and you don't get the heads, can you still do the 50 damage? Because it's plus 50, right? Even though it's attacking for 0? Just a thought. That, or maybe Mewtwo EX, right? You go from 150, you go up to 200, which you could take out almost any Mega one shot for 200. You just got to retreat a Spathra first. There's a couple of things here I'm thinking of. There's a couple of things. The last set was really good. There was a lot of fun stuff there. I don't know if this is going to be quite as good. This one has a lot of mix and match energy requirements. But there's some stuff here I think has a lot of potential, guys. Let me know in the comments, which deck are you most excited about? Or like, which card are you most excited about, right? Even if you don't think it's going to be good, I don't want to know which card you think is going to be the best. I want to know which card you're most excited about. What's going to be the most fun? Because there is some stuff here that seems like a lot of fun. Raging Bolt, Screamtail, Spathra. I mean, obviously Miraidon, but I think Miraidon is, people are going to overvalue it. So you just need so much energy, and really anything outside of Magneton feels like it's going to be hard to get that going. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.